On today's episode, we bring the SPUDS back. We talk about Twitter failing and the secret to social media marketing. Spud drop. Welcome everybody to DISRUPTu episode 23. I'm Ryan Thogmartin, and this is the funeral profession's most disruptive web show. We have not shot a DISRUPTu episode in about a month and a half. We have been moving into our brand new office. You can see behind me a little bit of new artwork. We'll give you a sneak peek in a coming episode, but not today. We're just going to keep this short and get right into it. Spud me. What is holding funeral homes back from embracing social media? So there's really two things that I think are holding funeral homes back from and really embracing social media. And this comes from conversations with funeral directors, so I'm not making assumptions. This is actually really what's holding funeral homes back. There's two things. Fear of the unknown. So they're fearing social media because they don't understand it. We've talked about this plenty of times before, where funeral homes are very romantic about what used to work because they understand it. Direct mail, TV marketing, billboards, specifically direct mail. That's where we still see a lot of funeral homes wasting a lot of money. So one, fear of the unknown is holding them back. And two, it's laziness, pure laziness. We've worked with another number of funeral homes that are paying for services, yet they don't want to engage. Social media takes time, it takes creativity, and it takes effort. And I think it's just the pure laziness of having to engage and be on all the time that's holding funeral homes back. So two things, fear and laziness. Spud me. What is the secret to social media marketing? This is an easy one. This is a short one. Breathe it in, feel it, hear it. It's the intent of your content. Your intent cannot be to sell. The intent needs to be real, and the intent needs to be valuable. You've got to give to get. This is very easy. We've talked about this a number of times, yet we don't see funeral homes embracing it. There is this correlation to social media as something that's easy to cut out of the budget. So I have a number of conversations with funeral homes who are like, yes, we're cutting marketing, we're cutting social media, what we've been spending there. The reason is numbers are down and we need to cut expenses. So we're cutting what gives us the most visibility. That doesn't make sense at all. So dollar for dollar, social media is more valuable than any marketing that you're currently doing. Hands down, we can show you the numbers to prove that. However, funeral homes are cutting it out of the budget because they don't understand it, going back to what I just talked about, fear and laziness. So the secret to social media marketing is being able to give to get, and knowing and understanding that social media is not a light switch. It's not spend $5, make $10 overnight. This is long-term value play, and the short-term thinking is not going to win the game. Spud me. Twitter might go out of business. What are we going to do? So this is a question that I got asked through Facebook last week. Twitter is struggling. It's a wounded bird. Let's say it's flying with one wing. Unless Twitter finds a buyer very soon, they're extremely struggling to, one, generate new users and to generate revenue. Social media, specifically Twitter, again, is a little bit harder to get into because there isn't that engagement factor that comes with a lot of other social media channels like Instagram and Facebook, where you can engage with content. Twitter is more of a direct response conversation. It's a little bit different. It needs to be crafted differently, and users are struggling to understand it and find the value in it. It's a very good real-time source. However, in the funeral profession, if you're relying on Twitter for new business, you're really missing the mark. If we look at the demographics that are engaging on Twitter versus Facebook, your dollar is going to go much further and be much better useful on Facebook versus Twitter. So if you're worried about Twitter going out of business and it affecting how you engage with customers, look, if Twitter goes under, those customers, those clients, those users, the 400 million that are almost 400 million that are engaging on Twitter are going to go somewhere else. Maybe they go back to Facebook, maybe they go into Instagram, maybe something new comes along, maybe they embrace Snapchat. There will be something else to replace Twitter. The idea is it's not the platform that you should worry about, it's the user base that you should care about. Going where the user base is, that's for your demographic and allows you the best opportunity to win, that's what you should be focused on. And right now, that's Facebook and it's starting to become Instagram. So the platform doesn't matter, it's the user base you should care about. Those users aren't going away, they're just going somewhere else, and you should follow them and you should engage them. Until next time, keep disrupting.
The music like a marriage made in heaven, yo. The cool kids say they don't believe in marriage, yo. I got a story I could tell, I'ma keep it to myself, but the fact I'm still alive is a miracle. Listen careful to the words I say. Wordplay ain't spectacular, but words in place. I carefully place on that triple word scores.